Hello, I'm Myra Lewin. I'm a yoga and Ayurveda practitioner. I've helped thousands of people to feel better in life, to heal digestive problems. And I'd like to share with you the steps that I took so that maybe it can be a little bit easier for you. I had digestive problems all through my childhood. I always felt like I was dragging my body around. And it just, every time I would eat, I would feel bad afterwards. And I was always hungry. I had stomach aches and constipation and sometimes diarrhea. And I found that I had to stay close to the toilet. Otherwise, I might have an accident. It continued like that all the way into my adult life until I started trying to do something about it. And as a young person, I started researching, with reading things, and even talking to doctors and talking to people who were interested in health. And I could never find any solutions that actually worked. When supplements came around and I was in my 20s, it seemed like a great idea, and I started trying those, and I used lots of supplements. It seemed like they helped a little bit in the beginning, and then they didn't. And then I stopped using them, and I felt just the same, and I still had the same problems. I became a vegetarian as a young adult, and that helped a little bit, but I still had all the same problems, just in a smaller degree. And it continued to affect my life in a negative way. The digestive issues were pretty much constant. Things never felt right after eating. And then I started changing the food. After I became a vegetarian, I tried certain kinds of foods, leaving out certain foods, and nothing really worked for more than a day or two. My digestive problems did affect my life in so many ways. I found that I wasn't able to go and do things that I wanted to do. And then as an adult, I would often not dance at a party or something like that because I felt so uncomfortable. I was gassy, or I felt like I might have to go to the toilet too quickly. And so then I started avoiding things, and I started restricting my diet, and that just made my life really uncomfortable. The digestive problems made it difficult to be in close relationships because it was always there. It was as if I was having a relationship with the digestive problems, and it felt like it was in between me and interacting with other people. When I was diagnosed with the rheumatoid arthritis, I was working as a corporate executive. I was traveling a lot. I had all kinds of success on the outside, and I was absolutely miserable on the inside. And then the disease just felt like it took over my life. It brought me to a point of feeling suicidal, and that I was searching for something so that I could find a way that made sense to go on living. And then I came to yoga, and my first yoga teacher said to me, "We're meant to feel well in life." And I couldn't stop thinking about that. That was something that no one had ever said to me before. My yoga teacher then introduced me to Ayurveda. And Ayurveda was a tool for me to be able to feel well in my body and my mind. And so it was great because it came together with the yoga that I was already practicing that was helping me feel better. After I'd been studying yoga and practicing for a good while, I went to India to learn more. I was teaching, and I was complaining to my friends about being stiff. And they said, "Well, why aren't you taking the ghee that they're offering?" And I had never eaten butter, and I just put ghee in that same category. And so I was refusing it. And they convinced me to try it. And so I did. And in less than a week, I could feel the difference in my body. My body started to feel more supple. I didn't feel creaky anymore. And so I decided that it was really time to dive deeper into Ayurveda. And so I did. And it's been an amazing amazing transformation in life. It brought me to a place of being able to really understand what life is about, why I'm here, and what I'm meant to do. The tools from Ayurveda and yoga that have helped me to transform are particularly learning how to eat. I was an overeater. I didn't eat often, but when I ate a meal, I would usually eat 3 times as much as other people. I just always wanted to eat to that point of feeling really full. Stuffed would be a better description. And that just became my norm, and I didn't realize I was doing it. And it took a while, actually, for me to realize that that was having a big effect. You know, when I started to learn about how we digest food and what actually takes place in the body from the perspective of Ayurveda, then it all made sense as to why I had the problems that I was having. So as I started to make adjustments to that, I started getting results. And that was really cool. I really liked that, oh, I could just change something that's not really that big a deal and get an incredible result. When I first came to Ayurveda, some friends that I met that had been around Ayurveda for quite a while, they just said, you know, you're going to really come to understand yourself in a way that is very different, and that when you do something, that there is a result. And that's something that comes from yoga, that, you know, every action has a result. And if I can start to pay attention to what I'm doing, and then I can understand the results I'm getting, that was really empowering for me. That was something that made me feel like I had control of my life. And that's what Ayurveda has helped me to do, is to be able to really take control of my life and understand, you know, my part is part of the universe, but that the pieces that I have control over, I can actually do something about it. And cleaning up digestive problems was something that really gave me a life. And that's what Ayurveda gave to me. It really became most important to me to feel good in life, because that was what was going to allow me to do the things that are important to me, you know, to be able to feel vibrant in life, to be able to feel creative and fulfilled and satisfied in life. So it was not just in life, but with food, in my relationships. In Ayurveda and yoga, I started to learn about what was natural for me as a human being. And that those were very different things than I had learned growing up. I feel better today than I did 35 years ago when I had that diagnosis of rheumatoid arthritis. And I feel stronger, I feel more clear in my mind, and my life is so much better. And I've been so honored to be able to enjoy my life. Ayurveda and yoga work for cleaning up digestive problems because they offer tools for living that teach us how to work with the natural harmony of our body and our mind. And the tools of Ayurveda give us the ability to understand ourselves in different situations so that we can learn how to respond in ways that will bring us toward that state of balance and harmony.